Back in the saddle again, out where a friend is a friend.
So, through the power of deduction, you would basically come to the conclusion that Santa Claus was a pedophile. Oh hey, I'm back. Sweet. So, I'm finally gonna meet this Trudy person. This is better be good. If she's as well informed about everything in town as Doc Mitchell and Sunday said she is, then she would definitely know something about my soon-to-be a skin rug guy from Vegas. Hey Sunny, I'm back. Is Trudy in? Oh, hello.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
Right?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
Who the hell is...
What do you
Oh, damn, son. When's the last time you brushed your fucking teeth? Oh, man, I just want to speak to Trudy, okay? Until you started saying something about Ringo or whoever the hell that is.
He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo.
Okay, funnily enough, I'd rather you didn't do that. And you're talking like you own this place. What do you mean it's your territory?
It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east of here and took over. Now we're calling the shots.
Oh, bloody hell, you're an escaped convict? Maybe I should back off with the insults. What did they lock you up for? Using sewage-flavored toothpaste? Oh, sorry. Couldn't help myself, sorry.
None of your damn business. You ought to know better than to ask a man that kind of question.
Oh man, I should be more careful. This guy does not look too friendly. Hell, he's a convict for God's sake. No offense, man. I just wondered if you were a dangerous guy. Badass and all, you know.
Robbed some people, burned some things, killed a few guys.
Well, damn. Good for you, I guess. I'm sure they had it coming. Okay, this guy isn't just dangerous, he is fucking insane. Just don't provoke him anymore. Look, if you're not too busy, is anything going on around this area? Considering it's your territory and all.
Same old shit that's been going on for years. The NCR and Legion are still fighting over Hoover Dam for some reason.
Oh man, there's another war happening right now. I guess some things just never change. But they're fighting over a dam? Well, what's the point in that?
Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over it. Must be pretty important.
Well, it better be if people are going to die over it. But this NCR... Look, I'm not from around here, but I keep hearing people talk about it. What exactly is the NCR?
New California Republic.
Oh, them!
Nothing new about it. Just a bunch of people with money and power pushing everyone else around.
Well, if you put it that
They've
way...
got troops all over the Mojave. But it's a big desert, so it's pretty easy to avoid them if you want.
Oh man, how did I forget about the New California Republic? That's one of those things you must always remember, along with how to kick someone in the balls. Okay, so I remember the NCR, but the Legion? That I really don't remember. Who are they supposed to be?
I've run with some tough gangs, but I gotta admit, they all got nothing on the Legion. I hear they stick you up on poles and it takes a while to die.
Ugh.
I ain't saying I'm afraid of them or nothing.
Right.
But I'll be staying out of their way.
So in other words, you're afraid of them. But that's okay, I'm not here to judge. Look, I've wasted enough of your time, so you go ahead and do whatever you want with that Ringo guy. Go on, go give him what for.
Yeah.
And breathe. Oh man, I would not want to share a cell with that guy. I don't know which would kill me first, his psychotic outbursts or his breath. Anyway, hi Trudy.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Oh, well, thanks. I guess you know who I am already. Not that impressive though. I bet Sonny's already told you I was coming. But I digress. What was that all about just now? I take it that guy is not a regular customer. Because if so, I'm never coming back here again.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock. so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Well, like it or not, someone is coming after him. And by the look of that guy just now, they're not going to mess around anymore. So, where exactly is this Ringo now anyway?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Okay, fair enough, he's settled in. But the question is, what are you going to do about this? Look, I nearly got killed by raiders, so I know what guys like them are capable of.
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers? Okay, I'm assuming that guy's a member of them. So, what's their reputation around these parts? What kind of group are they?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Oh god, that is not good. Convicts with explosives. What the hell were they thinking? Look, there won't be diplomacy with these guys. Why can't we just whack that creep and end it there?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
Oh, don't tell me you're one of those people. Those guys won't care what your ways are, they'll kill you all the same. Okay, just bear with me for a minute. I'm going to make a suggestion if you'll indulge me.
Alright.
Right then, let's look at the problem this way. Right now, neither one of us knows what these guys are capable of. So, if we just leave things be, then there could be trouble even if Ringo decides to make a run for it. I mean, we can't afford to assume these guys will be honorable people. They might decide to set Goodsprings ablaze just out of spite. But, at the same time, I admit, we can't just kill one of them. We might end up biting off more than we can chew. So, how about this? I am going to scout ahead towards their place, and I'll try and gain access. Pretend I'm a mercenary looking for a job or something. Either way, I'm going in there to gauge their situation, see how much trouble they can actually cause. Once I get more information on them, then we'll decide on the next move. Until then, you guys need to stall that guy, Cobb, or whatever his name is. Look, I owe you guys my life. Okay, Goodsprings is like my second birthplace now. I don't have anything valuable to give, but the least I can do is try and sort this thing out. What do you say?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
Trudy, look, just so you know, I am not doing this for a discount. I'm doing this so I can look back and not hate myself for doing nothing. But having said that, a discount would still be good, so, yeah, don't forget about that. As for upsetting the convicts, I am on my way to Vegas to hunt down a guy who's probably got half the Mojave under his control. I think pissing off the powder gangers will be the least of my worries. So, don't you worry about me, okay? I can take care of myself. Damn it, why am I getting so sentimental all of a sudden? I'm not gonna die from this. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Anyway, I need to know as much about these guys as I can, so let's start with the individuals. Trudy, what can you tell me about that bastard just now in particular?
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Uh-huh, so in other words, you don't know anything else about him, do you? Well, so much for that idea. Okay, look, I think I already know the answer to this, but is Goodsprings supposed to be an isolated community? I mean, do you get any visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Oh, I guess we're not getting any reinforcements then. Look, while I'm here, I could use some information regarding my attackers. You must know something about them, right?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Oh man, you're lucky that's all he did. Did you hear them say anything about where they were headed?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Ah, yes, Quarry Junction, of course. No idea where that is. Why wouldn't they go back that way?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
I'm pretty sure any type of critters would get mad if you shoot at them. But if they didn't head back the way they came, which way did they go?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Oh, so in other words, I would have to go in a loop? Well, I'll have a look at that on the map later. Oh, and another thing. That robot, Victor, is there anything you can tell me about him?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
You don't like him by the sound of things. It's not because he's a robot, is it?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
Oh, come on! He's a robot with a cowboy for a face. How can you not love that? He's always smiling as well, and his eyes just never even blink. Oh god. Now that you mention it, he is kind of creepy. The eyes, they never moves, and the smile never fades, and oh god. Okay, I'm gonna have trouble sleeping tonight. But, what does he do around here exactly?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Oh man, this is starting to sound sinister now. I was trying to ignore the whole Mr. House thing, but something tells me he really is keeping an eye on me for some reason. How long has that robot been here?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Oh man, this is so not what I need right now. I'll have to worry about the robot once we sort out the powder gangers. Okay, I know I'm probably wasting your time now, but do you mind if I ask you some general things?
Fine by me.
Cool. As far as I know, I'm going to be sticking around the Mojave for a while, so is there anything noteworthy going on around here I should know about?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the come and dust up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Man, how did I know you were gonna mention that? And there was me hoping it's all just a bunch of nonsense that convict hallucinated when he was high on some shit. But, then again, what did I expect? We're human beings. It's almost like our obligation to fight over something like 5-year-olds. Okay, I'll be honest with you. There are a lot of things I probably should know about, but I don't. I remember the NCR, for example, but only to the extent that they exist. And something tells me the descriptions as told by someone convicted by them might be a little bit biased. So, what do you know about them?
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
I see. Well, they sound amiable, but then again, that's not always a good thing these days. I mean, a lot of groups see that as a sign saying, hey, we're loaded and we're worth fuck all in a fight, so rape away! But something tells me that NCR would have collapsed a long time ago if they didn't have teeth. So, what about the Legion? They don't sound like a light-hearted bunch. Who are those guys?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Well, don't they sound lovely? Oh man, I can imagine some pretty weird societies out there, but a bunch of neo-Roman slavers was definitely not on my list. Now, Cobb said he doesn't know why they're fighting over the dam, but do you?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Ah, a hydroelectric generator. I've got to admit, if you have to fight over something, it might as well be one of those. And hey, I suppose if the Legion is planning to wage a bigger war against the NCR, it would make sense for them to capture the dam so the enemy can't use it, even if they're not going to use it themselves. Well, I know who I'm backing between those two, but I think for now I should still lay low. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to need to prepare for my little trip to the prison, so I might need this space for a little bit. Well, in any case, I definitely need to repair my guns. It's a wonder they're still in one piece. Oh, and while I'm at it, I can have a look at that radio for you. I'm not qualified or anything, but hey, I have a wrench.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Whoa, I would be careful if I were you, lady. That's how they get into your brain. Using the radio as a propaganda machine is like lesson 1 in mind control. Well, I'll just get straight to it then. Time's a wasting.
Be careful out there.
Well, you say that, but I've been anything but careful so far, and somehow I'm still alive. Hell, I already had to kill one guy today, in self-defense, you understand. But the point is, I'm technically a half-cripple who should be barely able to walk. But look at me now. I'm running around town like a bloody athlete. I feel sorry for anyone who's gonna cross me. I did tell you I'm not qualified for this, right? Just don't expect any miracles. Oh, right. Well, I guess I should start with a diagnostic. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see. Okay. Yep. This is a radio, alright.